the OC Food Diva, and we're at the 2017 OC Fair here in Costa Mesa, California. We're, what is the thing this year? It's freeing your inner farmer. So we're going to go and check out what they're doing at the Culinary building this year. We've got Robert from Melissa's Produce doing a couple demos there. Little talks about produce trends, and then chili peppers, because it's summer and it's chili pepper season. And then we're going to also take a tour behind the scenes of the Culinary building itself, see what goes on there. So come on, let's go and check it out. OC Food Diva tip number 1, best deal in the fair. So we've had this drink container for a long time, and the refills are only $4, and it's an enormous amount of lemonade. We get cherry lemonade, so good. Great tip. We're at Tasty Burger and Tasty Chips. Today is National Friday, so I decided to get these spicy cheese curd french fries. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna dig into these spicy cheese curd french fries. But first, I love cheese curds. I love them squeakers. These are good cheese curds. Try these french fries. I've never had Tasty Burger, Tasty Chips french fries. I've only had their chips. So, yeah, they're good. They've got a little bit of coating on the outside, but they've got like a seasoning salt that they've salted on there. That's good. So let's take a full bite with all this hot sauce, and then we'll get our french fry all together. Not that spicy. It's, you ever had like Cholula or Tapatio sauce? It's about that spice level. But I like how they put the green onions and stuff on it. Kind of gives you that refreshing, zingy flavor. Really good. I'd give this again. Thumbs up.
A mere few seconds away, we will be having an amazing culinary demonstration. You will be learning about the wonderful, weird, wild, amazing world of chilies. Ladies and gentlemen, are you a fan of chilies? Are you a fan of peppers? Then you want to get a seat right now and learn everything there is to know, everything you are afraid to ask, ladies and gentlemen, about peppers, because we have today to do this presentation for us Mr. Robert Schuller, known to the industry as Produce Expert Rob. He is the head of public relations of Melissa's World Variety Produce, one of the finest suppliers of specialized produce here in the United States, based right here in Southern California, in Vernon, California, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be joining me up here on stage in just about 1 minute. He has forgotten more about produce than I will ever know, ladies and gentlemen. So come grab your seats and enjoy the very first culinary demonstration at the 128th 2018 Orange County Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Mr. Robert Schuller!
Hard to follow that introduction. Thank you, Chef Ernest. Chef Ernest and I go way back here at the Orange County Fair for a long time. He is an expert in everything food, including produce too. He knows the history of so many foods. He's a great person to talk with, and you'll see him around here throughout the afternoon and throughout the fair. So make sure you take a look at him and ask him anything about food in America. So anyway, I am with Melissa's Produce. Melissa's Produce is the largest variety supplier of produce in the United States. Believe it or not, we have a product line of over 1,500 different fruits and vegetables. I know it's hard to fathom that there's so many different varieties of produce available to us. But when we go to the store, we always seem to buy the same 4 or 5 same fruits, bananas, apples, oranges, and whatnot. I decided today, because it's not only a hot topic, but a very trendy topic in produce departments across the country and at your local farmers market, I decided I wanted to talk about peppers today. And to answer the question, why is there over 36 different varieties of commercially available peppers here in the United States? And the first person usually tells me is, it's because of the heat. And after today's conversation, you'll understand it's nothing about the heat, it's all about the flavor. Because really, if it was about heat and not flavor, you would only need about 3 different peppers, a mild one, a medium, and a hot one. But because there's so many different flavor profiles, I have an assortment of them right in front of me here that I'm going to be talking about. You're going to find that each of them have their unique flavor, whether it's fresh or whether it's dry, and how it's used. Now, a secondary benefit to it is heat. And because we live in a culture and in food culture, and people are really becoming into spicy flavors, chili peppers fill that role if you like the spice. For some, eating a habanero, as an example right here, it would just be too hot for their palate. But if you were in a country or in an area of the United States where you were born and raised eating peppers, after a while, even a jalapeno would taste like a bell pepper because it doesn't have a lot of heat to it. And then you would look to some of the hotter varieties, which I'm going to be talking about today. And then we're going to have a couple of you up here to try some of the hottest chilies in the world. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that today. If you want to see that, you can go onto YouTube and see people cry, grown men and women crying eating chili peppers. But every time I ask this question, I always get the same answer. What is the hottest part of the chili? And most people say it's the seeds. No, actually that's the second most hot part of the chili. And I hope you can see it on the screens there. But inside the chili, does everybody see it on the screens there? Inside the chili is long veins. That, my friend, is the hottest part of the chili. So, if you were working with different chilies and you realize that, your jalapeno seems to be a little hotter than usual, make sure you take out the veins and the seeds before you chop them up and use them in a recipe. That's one way to make your recipe less heat. If you like the heat, then keep it all in, and good luck with all that, especially when we get to the hotter chilies. Actually, in the Guinness Book of World Records is called the Reaper chili. Another formalized name for it is called the Carolina Reaper. It stands at a searing 2.2 million Scoville heat units. Would anybody like to try that? So you can see that when I say 8 to 10,000, which is a jalapeno, that doesn't seem as hot as something that's 2.2 million Scoville units. There is a rule when it comes to chili peppers. It's a generalized rule. The larger the chili, when you're cooking with it, a lot of times you want to remove the skin. So you want to char the skin of the larger chilies, like the poblano, whether it's over a flame on your stove, or what I like to do it with my barbecue, and then the peel, after you char it, comes off really easily. Then you use it in cooking. We actually have done 6 cookbooks at Melissa's Produce, and this is actually our most popular. The funny thing is, everybody buys it only during August, September, so they know what to do with it. But I'm just going to venture through here some of the different things that you can do with them. We've got a crab stuffed hatch chili with veggie mini peppers. We've got a spinach artichoke dip. Let's go down to my favorite part here, which is the dessert. Hatch chili and vanilla bean ice cream. Of course, you gotta put hatch chilies on your pizza there. Oh, this is a really cool thing. This is a drink where you take the hatch chilies and you make them into ice cubes, okay? And then you put them into like a ginger ale for the kids. However, you put the hatch chili ice cubes in a Bloody Mary for all the adults there. So you've got to check that out. I've got a book here, and you can also find it on melissas.com. I hope I've inspired you at least to look for your local retailer to see if they're going to do a hatch chili roasting, and come to it because it is certainly a hoot.
Let's give a big round of applause. A big Orange County thank you. you, Chef Robert Schuller. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be here to answer some of your questions. He will also be back at 3 o'clock to fill you in and even more chili facts and pepper facts.
One of my friends here, Chef Ernie, came and told me that the tasty fries that we just had for lunch were fried in beef tallow. I'm so happy because we're actually probably going to miss the demo that they're having this evening. So I was so happy. No wonder the fries tasted so good.
That's what I'm going to cover tomorrow.
Those berries are actually berries, like gooseberries.
What? So be sure to go and check them out. They're so cute.
You want me to carve something? All right, I will do this just for you ladies, but I'll do this for my little assistant right here. This is a watermelon radish.
This guy.
All right, let's do this. You want a pink one? Yes? Pink? You sure? Great, let's do it.
From Alabama, people say that I'm from France. But I'm here for 13 years now, and I'm super happy that I got finally my pastry school. I moved up at the pastry school 3 years ago in Samesa, which is like 10 minutes from here. And also we have a kitchen where we are producing everything, all the different items that we have from, and it goes from viennoiserie, like breakfast, croissant, chocolate croissant, to the fine chocolate bonbon, ganache, everything, truffle. A lot of macaron, of course. Macaron is popular, but not only here, on the whole planet. We are doing everything from scratch again, and for us it's very good to be also here because, you know, as you can see, we got some exposure. We are in Costa Mesa in Soto, but sometimes not everybody knows us. So I'm glad that I can introduce myself finally.
Pizza Watson has a huge variety of meats and cheeses in thousands and bonds and some ground milk. We're also now a member of Amazon.com and we have it delivered to your house. Thank you for waiting. I'm so sorry.
Dietz and Watson. You can find them at your local supermarket, like Albertsons. Where else have I seen it? Stater Brothers.
Very much like wine tasting. So please do step up, have some samples here. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Great. We'll come in the kitchen as well as Culinary also. We're going to have to talk about
Shooters over there. Yeah. Good. Deal.
want to make sure that it's fresh. It doesn't age like water. We want it to be, olive oil lasts 16 to open it, the bottle will last 6 to 8 months.
Okay, this is the artisan blend. Smelling like olive, good olive. A little bit of flower, like floral. Very buttery. It's good for like sauteing and stuff. Good.
Right here, we are going to be having produce expert Rob Shore from Melissa's World Variety Produce, the largest provider of specialty produce in the United States.
This is the Fermentation Farms orange creamsicle. Kind of smells like lihimoi. If you've ever been to Hawaii, it's kind of like a spice they put on dried plums. It's not really good in like orange creamsicle, but maybe we'll taste it. There you go. You can taste it. So it's got a totally different aroma than what it smells like. It's really good.
Hey, raspberry.
So it's shrimp a la Chile. It's shrimp with lime juice and a little bit of chili.
As well as Melissa's Produce Cookbooks. If you want to take a second after the tour is done and come over and find your favorite cookbook, we have an option where you can vote on it, and we're going to showcase them to the public each week.
And until then, enjoy the Orange County Fair.
It's so hot, but gotta eat our fair food. One of the fried foods, one of our favorite fried foods here is the bloomin' onion. They've moved locations. Usually they're over here by the truck wagon. But it looks like they put more seating here this year, and they moved a stand over by the kiddie ride area toward the, I guess, probably the northwest corner of the fairgrounds. So here it is, nice and crispy, and then we've got like a little ranch dip, and then the hubby likes to dust it with seasoned salt. So let's go in and try it.
Can I borrow your phone? Actually, no. Alyssa! She just did herself. You guys right here! Oh.
Nice and crispy. It's sweet.
Yeah, go ahead, it's okay,
It's
go
really
ahead.
good. It's the spot. Totally makes you feel like you're at the fair. Hope you enjoyed this look at the first day of the Orange County Fair 2017. Had a great day. It's just so hot. So it didn't last as long as we could have. But the hot dog on a stick, cherry lemonade really helped a lot. We got how many refills? 2 refills today. So nice and icy cold helped with everything. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time. Bye.